Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.
Welcome to the meat market. The single scene is a slaughterhouse and we are here to devour it. We are your hosts. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Jess.
And today's sizzling single is Marissa. Welcome.
Hey.
So I saw a video that you posted where you're talking about you're dating two guys, one's long distance, one's local, and you've been on about 5-6 dates, but you're just not feeling the spark. So I have so many questions about this.
Yes.
So first of all, how many dates do you go on before you're over the talking phase? Before it goes beyond talking?
That's a great question because I did not enjoy dating. That's the first time I've ever dated two people at one time, and I felt kind of guilty doing that. But I figured I would do like until I caught feelings, like real feelings, which I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 dates is what I was gauging
I
it
feel
for.
like that's a good average. Like,
I think so.
Like 2 months. If you're doing a date, were you doing like one date a week with each of them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So I feel like after a month or two, like 4 to 6, even up to 8 dates.
Once I start like
feel
liking someone a little bit more than the
Yeah.
other, then I'm like, okay, great. Then
I guess it's situational because if you don't start catching feelings, you never want to go past the talking phase, right? If you don't
basically,
start
yeah.
liking them.
Yeah.
But you said you felt guilty. Why? I feel like there's such a double standard. Like men are free to date 20 women at the same time, but if a woman dates 2 guys at the same time, oh, she's a slut. She's a whore.
Oh my gosh, the TikTok comments that I've gotten are
Really?
insane. Yes. I posted one a little bit similar to this one, but it's like my dating rap for 2025, and the comments were crazy. I thought about disabling them for a little bit, but it was all men just like reaming me over being
Like saying you've dated too many
sleeping
people.
with a bunch of people, like claiming that I'm sleeping with all of these people. And I went on 5 first dates in 2025.
Since when does
and that
dating
was enough.
equal sleeping with?
That's what I was like, why does that say that I'm sleeping with someone?
And aren't you allowed to date multiple people until you've had that conversation?
Yes.
And you're on the same page about being
think that makes
exclusive?
sense. Yes.
Like, don't you date multiple guys at the same time? Yeah. It's normal.
I feel like that's
guilty.
normal. That's what I
Yeah.
thought it was normal. And then
Yeah.
I was like rewatching Sex and the City. I'm like, they do it. So I feel like I can do it. But it still made me feel bad because
I feel like it's such an immature, closed-minded, ignorant mentality to have.
I agree.
But I feel like the groups too, because we've talked about those like Facebook groups, like the Are We Dating the Same Guy groups.
Yes.
I feel like they've sort of ruined that for both sides.
Yes.
Because the women on there now will post a guy that they haven't even met in person.
Yes.
And it's like, girl, you haven't even met this guy in person yet. Why are you posting him on a site? Like, he is free to talk to whoever, go out with whoever, sleep with whoever, as are you.
Yes.
So why are we...
What's interesting about that Facebook page, I just recently had like a weird encounter with it because I am a part of it. I'm part of it for Phoenix and Tucson. That's where I live, in Tucson. And this guy, I hadn't even met him yet, but we had been talking for maybe 2 weeks, and we were supposed to meet up, and I posted him in there. And the only reason why I used it is to make sure there's no like red flags, like are you crazy or anything like that. I guess his male cousin was in that group, and he found it and asked me about it because I'm the only girl he's talking to. He's like, did you post me? And I said, yeah, I did. Like, I'm just making sure you're not crazy or there's anything I need to be aware of. And he got so upset, and he was like, I need you to take it down right away. You're the only girl I'm talking to. I was like, I'm not putting you in there because I'm asking what other girls you're talking to. I'm trying to make sure you're not like gonna murder me.
A psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he demanded that I took it down. I didn't meet him because I was
That's
like, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag. What are you scared of?
Did anybody say anything about him? Were there any comments?
No comments. It was only up for maybe like not even 24 hours before he found it. So I was like,
I can see, so I have a childhood friend that lives here, and he was posted on that page, and he had a girl that he worked with, and she posted a bunch of false information in the comments. So someone posted him and was like, does anyone know him? Tea or red flags or whatever they asked.
Yeah.
And then his coworker commented, like, he's terrible. He's a bartender where I work, and he does this, da, 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 da. And he was like, I texted her, and I was like, none of that is true. We don't even know each other.
That's crazy.
You're the hostess. I'm a bartender. Like, you don't know this. We don't hang out. We're not friends.
Yeah.
Why are you posting false information? And she ended up taking down all the comments. But it's like,
that's sad.
Women can put up whatever they want to put up in that group. And so it's like, it kind of goes both
You have to like
ways.
take it with a grain of salt
You
almost.
do.
Just like use your intuition, I feel like.
Yes.
That I used my intuition and I did not go on that date.
Yeah, especially that reaction. Because if really he didn't have anything to hide, it would have been like, okay, I guess you're just being safe.
Yes.
Right?
And there's so many other red flags. I felt that was like my tipping point. And I was just like, oh, absolutely not.
I feel like that site's kind of pointless because 2 reasons. One, I feel like women are very quick to believe other women when it comes to negative stuff, which is unfair to the man. Because what if the girl's just crazy or he wasn't interested in her, so she's trying to destroy him? And B, like my sister's ex, who was legitimately crazy, my sister posted him in there saying, just a warning, this guy's a huge red flag because he was legitimately crazy. And someone reached out to her and said, hey, I'm dating this guy and he's great. I love him. He's great. I don't believe you. And then 2 years later, she comes back to my sister and says, well, I guess you were right. He was crazy. But I feel like sometimes women don't want to listen, you know? They're like, I'm different. I'm going to change him. I'm the exception, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that site's kind of, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't think guys should be posted if you haven't met them. If you've
That's fair.
just started talking to them and you haven't even established a date yet,
Right.
I don't think it's fair
It's
to
not
post
fair.
guys in there. If you're meeting someone for the first time, if you have something planned, I think that's a little bit different because you are putting yourself in a situation that could be
The minute they match with them, though,
Yes.
like, no.
Yes, but the minute you match with someone, if you're throwing them up on that site, it's like, come on, let's slow the
Relax
roll
a
a little
little
bit.
bit.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's funny how the women get so angry. Someone posts, hey, I'm meeting this guy this week. Anyone else talking to him? Does anyone claim him? And then, I'm talking to him too. I'm going to cancel my date. Like, really?
that's
Because he's talking to 2
crazy.
people at the same time?
Like,
Yes.
chill.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, how old are these women?
It should be
That's
normal.
So wait,
know.
you live in Tucson. How's the dating scene in Tucson?
Awful.
Oh, I bet.
Awful. I think Arizona in general, and I'm not really sure why it's such an issue, but I post these TikToks about Tucson, and then I get Phoenix Butte like girls saying it's just as bad up here in Scottsdale. I've actually started dating up here now. Like the guy that's long distance, he's up here.
Oh, so that was long distance. So that's not too far.
Well, he's moving to Florida.
Oof,
like
that is
next
far.
month. Yeah, so a little sad.
So you really like him. So you couldn't date. Is he open to dating long distance from Florida?
Well, I was just with him last night.
You were with him? Oh, is he here in town?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he originally seemed like he was down to do long distance. I feel like I'm not down to do long distance. I want to get married. I want to have kids. Like, I want to do all that pretty soon. Like, I'm 31.
Would you move to Florida?
I would move for sure.
Where
anywhere.
in Florida? Wait, where in Florida is he moving?
I think he's moving to Tampa.
Okay, I like Tampa.
Yeah, I love
Tampa's
Florida.
area.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've never been to Florida, so I'm like, I would be down at some point, I guess. But then, I don't know, like last night we were at dinner and he just seemed to be like going the opposite direction, like no longer interested in doing long distance, like kind of giving like a slow letdown.
How old
which
is this
was-
guy?
Like 27.
That
Oh,
is
he's
like
young.
a big
Yes, yeah.
step, sort of.
For
because
sure.
how long have you guys been
Not
talking?
long, and that's so fair. Like, I wouldn't up and move tomorrow, like, with
Yeah.
him. But, like, I don't know. As much as, like, he is led on that he likes me, I also have, like, led on that I really like him, too. I thought that maybe he would be like, well, let's try at least. But that's okay.
I feel like when you're with someone casually dating and then one moves away, if you do decide to date long distance, it kind of automatically makes the relationship more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I
sure.
mean?
It
Because you
does.
can't
Yeah.
casually date. You can't continue to really casually date someone
Yeah.
in another city
Yeah.
if you've been doing just the whole like 1 date a week sort of casual, not
Yes.
really have a title on it yet. And then one moves away. And if you do want to continue dating, it sort of forces you into that next step of like
For sure.
exclusivity.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I feel like if we had like maybe another couple months, it would be a lot different. So
Yeah.
totally makes sense. I'm not super upset.
It's
about it.
timing. We talk about this all the time, like with timing. And
Yeah.
if it's like
Oh,
just not the
power
right
timing.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe he'll move to Florida and he'll date there and he'll realize there's no one as good as you out there. So then he'll come back to you. Maybe he just needs that few months of, you know,
Yeah.
Supposedly
to see
he's
that the
coming
grass is
back.
not always greener.
Supposedly. We'll see.
So you had also said in your video that you were dating 2 guys. One was long distance that you liked. And this other one is perfect on paper.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him. Everyone thinks he's perfect. But you just don't have that spark. And they're like, why? Why? What are you doing?
Yes. Yeah, poor guy. I feel so bad about that. He really was fantastic. Like, I genuinely feel like there's something wrong with me for letting him go because he was so perfect. Like, he's such a great guy. so intentional, so sweet. Really weird kisser though.
I feel like that in itself can be a deal breaker, right?
I know
I
that
was
would.
like really trying to look past it. I was really trying. I'm like, I could fix that, you know, maybe.
Like, how is he weird?
You could
Too much
train.
tongue.
Oh God, I really hope he never sees this.
Well, maybe he should see this, so
Right?
He just
Right?
like his mouth was just like permanently open the whole time and just open. Just
Oh my God,
I don't
that's so
know.
weird.
Like I opened my eyes one time and it was a jump scare. I was just really
Oh God.
it was
Oh
a lot.
God. Oh God.
Yeah. So other than the kissing though, he was okay.
Is he in Phoenix or is he in Tucson?
He was in Tucson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make like for really drooly kisses potentially.
It was really
like,
wet. Just
yeah,
like really,
that's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying.
It was super weird. Yeah, just no tongue, nothing. It was just
No
open,
tongue?
open mouth only. It was very, very
Like a
weird.
fish?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yes, yeah, it was very, very weird.
Like one of those fish that is on the side of the fish tank that like sucks on the wall to clean it.
I would have been
That's
okay
what I'm
with sucking
imagining.
too, but there was none.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I don't know.
But I
It's
hate it
rough.
because I've dated a couple guys in my life that were perfect on paper. My family were pushing for him. My friends were pushing for him. And I just didn't feel that attraction.
Yes.
And so I ended things and everyone's like, what are you doing? You're stupid. You're dumb. Get back with
Yeah.
him. Don't you hate that? Has that ever happened
This is
to
the
you?
second time I've done this.
Really?
Yes. Okay, so I dated someone. I was engaged previously, so I just barely started dating again in the last like 3 years. And this first guy that was like my actual boyfriend outside of my engagement, he was a doctor. He came from a really good family. Like he was so nice. Him too. I don't know. There's something missing. I think for me, it was like intellectual stimulation, which is crazy because he's a doctor. So he's obviously very smart, but like could not hold a conversation about meaningful topics.
But I think that's the reason why so many relationships don't work is because people stay with the person who's perfect on
Yes,
paper.
yeah.
And then eventually it doesn't work. And then you both end up damaged.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And then don't fix it. And so if more people were just honest about what they're looking for and what they're willing to sort of like settle for, or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
settle down for, I
Yeah.
should say, not necessarily settle for, but it's like people stay when someone seems perfect. And then it's like you go 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess maybe it wasn't so
Yes.
perfect. I should have
Yeah.
listened. And then it's by that point, it's like too late.
Do you think maybe you're like a bad boy? Are some of these guys a little too nice?
Maybe. Yes. Yeah, I think so. I feel like I need some like
Edge?
yeah, just a
bit of an
little
edge?
bit. Like if you're that's what I kind of felt like with this guy, this recent guy. Like I feel like he was a little boring for me. He gave me dad energy. He was not a dad, but he gave me dad energy, gave me like finance bro energy, just very like plain
Vanilla.
like white guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I I feel like I just
No
need
spice,
like
not
a little
enough seasoning.
I don't know. Maybe some tattoos, maybe a little fun. Yeah, I don't know. I felt bad, but
So you made a comment. You dated the doctor and he was just socially awkward.
Yes.
Weird to talk to. And I'm sure there are the exception, but that's my experience with doctors too. When I was single and I dated
Yeah.
doctors, they're just, maybe because you have to be super smart to be a doctor, but they're just not very socially, they're just awkward and
Yeah.
odd. And have you noticed that?
I take a little bit of offense to that, but no.
Well, you're the exception. I did say there was an exception. You're the exception.
well, you
No,
spent so much time
I-
studying. Like
And I do think that a lot of, especially like the higher level, the specialists who are super, super smart, a lot of times it is like the focus has been on education their entire lives, their entire careers.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there are a lot out
That's
there.
fair,
and
actually.
the ones that aren't that way, the ones that do have it all, that are super social, but also are really good practitioners, they get swiped up like
That's true.
that, like right
That's
away.
true, they're not single
it's-
dating.
So exactly, it's the leftovers. It's the leftovers to really like.
that's what I feel like
Yeah.
I'm picking through here is
Yeah.
leftovers. Like all the good ones are taken already. It's so depressing.
Like I dated a doctor and every date he had to bring someone with him. He couldn't go on a date just me and him. Like, I don't know. He had to bring someone along.
That's how I met this guy because I was actually on a date with his friend and his friend brought
hilarious.
him.
What?
I've never had that experience before.
So
I was
weird.
so weirded out. I was
Why
like,
did his
what?
friend bring why did he bring a
I have
friend?
no
did he
idea.
have an excuse or like a reason for that?
No idea.
I think it's nerves. Like they don't think they can carry a conversation by themselves. They need that security blanket.
He couldn't. Yeah, I was talking to his friend the whole time.
And obviously you started dating the friend.
Yes, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Did he tell you beforehand that he was going to bring a friend?
He did. It was okay, so we have something called like a 4th Avenue Street Fair in Tucson, and it's huge. So I was going to go to that. It was a super casual meetup. So he's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to bring my friend with me. So
Maybe
I didn't know.
Maybe he didn't realize it was going to be a date.
I thought it was like obvious. Like we had been chatting on Instagram for a few days and like trying to figure out like a good time frame. I don't know. It was
His name
very
doesn't start
strange.
with an E, does it? No. I'm wondering if it's the same guy.
Yeah, it was very weird. And then we kind of mutually ghosted each other a little bit. Like I didn't feel it, he didn't feel it. I did like the friend, but I didn't want to jump and say go after the friend. That's weird, I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah, he texted me and was like, hey, like obviously we didn't really work out, but my friend is into you and keeps asking about you. So can I give him like your Instagram info? I was like, absolutely.
Oh, that's good that he set it up.
Yes,
and it
he
wasn't
did.
like a sneaky thing. Because I was
No.
going to ask that. Did you ever talk to the friend afterwards to see if they were still friends or how did it go?
Well, at least
Yeah.
he was respectful about it.
Yeah. Honestly, super mature on both of their, like, I don't know. The whole thing was very weird, but I guess nice. Like, organic.
Yeah.
It felt organic, I guess. Yeah.
So you were engaged, if you don't mind me asking. Why did that end?
Ooh, yes. So we were together for 10 years. And he cheated on me at least once a year.
What?
That I knew about every single
And you
one.
forgave him?
Yeah.
And you didn't have a hall pass
stayed.
agreement?
I stayed the whole time. Yeah.
Why did he like beg you back?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he just would like make up these really crazy stories to like cover up what he was doing. And I knew at the time, like deep in my bones, I was like, this is bullshit. Like it's not a real story, but I just had really self-worth, like really low self-worth, like really low self-esteem, I think. And that's why I stayed. But yeah, he was interesting.
And so how did it finally end? Was it you?
Yes. Yeah. So we got engaged, and in my head, like the whole time I had thought, okay, maybe whenever we like officially become boyfriend, girlfriend, he'll stop talking to other girls. And then I was like, that didn't work. So maybe whenever we move in together, that's when he'll stop. Maybe whenever we get engaged, so on and so forth. And it just never stopped. And then finally, once we got engaged, I really only want to get married one time. So I felt a little bit more serious about it. And then like 4 months into our engagement, I found a thong in our house, in our home.
God.
And he tried to tell me that this thong was out, like mine. And I was like, this is not even a brand that I wear. Like
we know what our underwear collection
Totally.
is.
He tried to gaslight me into thinking this underwear, like he still to this day will tell people that the underwear were mine and that I'm crazy.
Dude, I could have 300 pairs of underwear and recognize a pair that's not mine in my house.
Yes.
Like, what an idiot.
Thank
It was
God
crazy.
you left.
It was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yes, I literally grabbed him. I put him on. He was like playing video games. I put him in front of him. He didn't even look at me. He just looked at them and then kept playing. And then I, immediately went out, got my nose pierced, got super drunk, and then took off my engagement ring and gave back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was 3 years ago?
Yeah, that was about 3 years ago.
And now you teach Pilates?
Yeah, I do.
Have you ever had like a male student hit on you or?
Oh my gosh, we never have male students.
Really?
I know, I was going to say, I've never been to Pilates. I've never seen
We
a
have like
guy.
cute old men that come in. Like they're like
In a
little
Pilates
adorable
class.
men. Yeah, but we never have men, and it makes me so upset because I'm like, that would be great if I could have some. This one lady was trying to get me with her son. I was like, well, bring the son in. And then she's trying to describe the son. And then she told me the son was 5'9", and I lost interest.
Yeah.
But at first she was like really hyping him up. So I do have some of like the moms or the older ladies looking out for me because I do tell everyone that I'm single and that I'm looking for a husband. So
That's how you start your class.
plaster it on my
Everyone, I'm
forehead.
single, if anyone.
I would just like to put a PSA out before we start this class.
I don't think I can talk about it enough.
What's your physical type?
I feel like I don't have one. Like if you lined up every guy I've ever talked to, they all look very, very different. So I don't really know. I think I know more so what I don't like.
What don't you
than
like?
what you've got to be taller than it. Like I think my shortest would be like 5'10". I don't know. I want to wear heels, I need you to be, I'm a very active person, so I need you to be active. So obviously you'll look like physically active and attractive. I don't know.
What are your deal breakers?
Physically? Or
in general?
In general,
yeah.
if you ever cheated on anyone, absolutely not.
What if they did it in their past and they said, I've learned, I
think it depends on the answer for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I dated this other guy that did come out with it and say that he did cheat, but like his explanation of it and like him taking accountability and like learning from it, sure, absolutely. Like people do stupid things all the time. So yeah, that definitely depends on their answer. Trying to think what other deal breaker. Politics, definitely deal breaker. Religion is a deal breaker. I'm not afraid to ask those questions immediately.
So are you religious?
No.
So you couldn't date someone that goes to church every Sunday?
No, I just feel like it won't work. No.
What if they're religious, but they're not pushy
to
you
if they're
about
not pushy,
it?
That's totally fine.
If it's like, hey, I'm going to go to church every Sunday, you don't have to go, but I'm going to go. It's just, you just don't want someone that's super.
No.
The only thing that
like,
could come into play to be a problem is if you have kids and they want to raise their kids super religious.
Yes,
and take the kids to
That
church.
is where like I get like, I don't know. That's, I guess, where my deal breaker comes from, because I very much am also thinking about my future children when I'm like dating and thinking about who is going to be their father one day. I want them to be, you know, what I want for my child. So yeah, that plays a huge factor. Like, what are you going to be teaching them? Like, what values are you trying to teach them? Like, all those things are super important. So I guess religion in general is not necessarily a deal breaker. Like another guy that I just recently dated was Islam. So I was trying to learn all about that just so I can understand like him and his culture, his background, all of that. So I'm not opposed, but it just depends on how you approach it to me, I think. Yeah.
And now you say politics is a deal breaker.
Yes.
So someone that's a Trumper you won't date, or you
Absolutely.
need to date a Trumper?
No.
Okay.
I will not date a Trumper at all. So yeah, that's my very first question. Why waste my time?
No MAGA hats allowed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I feel like very serious about those things. Everything else, you know, not so bad. Yeah.
And so you want to get married, you want to have kids.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother? No?
I would have to work. At least I want to continue at least I have an actual job, a day job. I'm an analyst. But I have been loving my Pilates instructing, so I would love to. So
you'd be cool to ditch the financial job and just stick to Pilates, because that's flexible, right? You could do that around kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You could do that while the kids are at daycare.
Yeah, I get like 20 hours full time like a week. That's like not.
How old are you?
31.
Do you date guys your age? Do you date older? Do you date younger?
You date younger, right? Wasn't your last guy young?
A mixed bag, I would say. I never thought I would date younger, and I think I'm going to steer clear from now on.
Really?
After this one, yeah. Just, I don't know. The youngest I had done, I was 28 and he was 24. That was too much.
That's not even that big of an age difference.
At that age,
not,
but
at that
age,
50s,
that is true. At that age, because 24 could still be in college. Yeah, if you're in like post-grad.
A 24-year-old man has a lot of learning to do.
Yeah, that
exactly.
Is true.
Yeah,
that
like
is
they're
true.
just not fully developed. I did not realize that. Even though he tried to convince me he's fully developed mentally, I'm like, no, like it's very clear. You need like a little bit more time to thought. Yeah, and then this one, the 27-year-old, like I didn't think that one was going to be that bad, but just like where you're at in life, it makes such a big difference. Like needs to travel and like go for work, like go to Florida, like go do all these things and still
trying to find
figure himself out. Yeah, figure out what he wants to do with his life, and that's totally fair. Like that's okay. But yeah, I can't.
You want someone more established?
Yes, like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's so true. I dated a guy recently that was like 10 years older than me, and there were times when I felt like it felt like he was younger than me. And I was like, how are you 10 years older than me? But there were certain things that I felt like he was less experienced or he was less mature.
Yeah.
So it's like that it does still make a difference even
the other
in
way,
like
I'm
the
sure.
30s and 40s. Yeah.
Have you ever walked out mid-date?
Yes.
You seem so nice. I want to hear the story.
I would never do that. I never in a million years thought I would do that because I just felt like that's so rude. But this guy was so atrocious. Like he was such an asshole. He's in Tucson. so hot, like so hot. He was like an ultra marathon runner. I don't even know, but he was so good looking. And yeah, he immediately just like laying back, like trying to seem very disinterested. The waitress also knew him, so I'm like, clearly you like bring a lot of dates here, which is fine. But then he just started like talking down about like the car that I drive, and how he was like, oh, well, I have a Beamer, like what do you have? And I was like, oh,
really?
it was like a Mazda CX-5. And he was like, ew, why would you drive one of those? And then he's like, my wife would never, she won't be working, she also needs to be like dressed up all the time, she's not buying anything from Amazon and wearing that, she is only wearing designer clothing, like just so demanding, and give me this list of like what his wife will be.
And was he also offering to fund this wife's
Yeah,
lifestyle?
no,
because it's like, I'm sorry, but if you
So
want me
wild.
driving a certain car and wearing certain clothes, like I'm going to
This
need
is
you
also
to be
a first
Give me the
funding
credit
my
card,
lifestyle.
baby.
Exactly.
I'll be happy to make it happen.
Exactly. I'm like, I would love to.
Weird.
I would love to wear designer all the time and drive whatever you want, but like you're gonna have to pay for that.
The fact that he's demanding, like, God forbid she buys something from Amazon.
Day one, like night one, I've never even met you before,
That's
and you're already
crazy.
telling me your list of demands. Like, I can only see what else you're going to be demanding about.
Exactly. And such
Later.
superficial demands too.
Superficial, very superficial. So I immediately got up and I was like, I'm just going to go, because it was so awkward. I couldn't handle it.
Did you order drinks at this point or food?
Yes,
And you just left?
I did finish my wine. I tossed it back and then walked
funny.
out.
Did you say something to him? Did you tell him you were leaving, or did you just?
Yeah, I told him, I was just like, I can't continue the date, but it was great meeting you. Like, I'm going to go. And he seemed very like taken aback that I was getting up and leaving, understandably. But also, like, I felt like he needed to overcompensate for his ego, so he was trying to make it seem like he didn't care.
Was this in Tucson?
It was in Tucson.
So, and
yeah.
he's good looking, so he probably is used to women just fawning over him.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
putting up with his
Yes,
crap.
like he definitely insinuated that he has no problem. Like,
Yeah, he's a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's like the ego.
Yeah.
Move to Scottsdale and see how.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would not know. He's not that good looking.
Do you have any other crazy first date stories?
Oh gosh. I got catfish pretty hard. So when I finally was ready to date again, I went on Hinge.
I was just going to ask where you've been meeting these guys, if it's the apps.
Mostly not apps.
Mostly not apps.
Mostly
Okay.
not apps. Yeah. Lately it's been like Instagram, TikTok, I feel like it's
Okay.
been really huge, wild. But I went on Hinge and I decided to like fully send it, because I had never dated before. Like, I dated my ex-fiance through my whole 20s, so I've never had that experience. So I went on 8 first dates in a row, all in one weekend.
Oh my God. How? Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday? How many days?
Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
So that's 2
2 dates a day
Yeah.
on
Wasn't too
average.
bad.
That's not bad.
Hilarious.
It was so bad. So the first one I went on was a full catfish. Like, I'm surprised that I wanted to continue, because it was so bad. He and I stayed on this date for 3 hours.
Oh God.
I just
so
felt
nice.
bad. So he just looked very different. Like, he looked like a completely different person in his photos. Like, he had like a voice memo thing on there too. His voice sounded different. His voice in person was very like small and low. He was also like smaller than me, shorter than me. On his profile, he put that he was 6'3". He was for sure 5'3".
Oh my God.
No way.
I'm not joking.
That's
He was
extreme
catfish, like just this small man. It was so bad. It was my first one too. I was like, what do I do?
How do you come back from that? Like, how do you explain that? How do you explain a full foot?
I don't
Like typo, like my fat fingers like slipped and hit the 6 instead of the 5.
way. And like, he never had any like full body shots on his. And then I'm like looking back, thinking about his Hinge profile, because as soon as I left, I went back and looked at it. I'm like, there's no way that I was.
You're like, I need to see him
missing
standing in
something?
front of a door so I can see like where his head is
Right.
to the top of the door, like standing in front of
he
something.
had very like specific angles,
Angles.
which is great. Like, I don't know. I didn't realize like males also did this. I know women, like men say we catfish all the time with filters and stuff, but I just didn't think it would be on the reverse. I was very wrong. It was crazy, yes. But I stayed for 3 hours and had a conversation. So
Wow.
Did you continue to date any of the 8 first dates?
No.
So 8 first dates and
all sucked.
Wow.
All
You must be
sucked.
traumatized. You must have been traumatized.
I immediately deleted it. I can't do this. Like, and
Such a waste of time.
It is.
Right? Like, because if you think on average, if 3 hours was the longest date, so you're spending an average of maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, because you're spending probably an hour minimum, right?
Yes.
Like an hour up to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So times 8, that's a lot of time wasted
so much time.
over 1
It's exhausting.
week.
Having the same
Super
conversation
exhausting.
over and over again. Like, what's your family? Like all these.
What's your favorite
same-
color?
Yeah.
What's your middle
Oh my
name?
god! If someone asks me what's my favorite color on a first date, I'm never talking to you again.
If you're stranded on an island, what is the one thing?
Oh my god, it's
Three more
so
questions.
bad. Yeah, I started getting confused too, like halfway through these dates of like, what did I say? What did I talk about already? Like,
You have to start making notes in their contacts in your
Yes.
phone so you remember who said what.
yeah. I don't know. It's too much dating.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. The Keep More Minute brought to you by Tactical Tax Strategies. They help you keep more in your wallet. We help you keep more in your relationship. So we have a listener question. And this one's actually perfect because it is about a long distance relationship. So it says, I've been in a long distance relationship for a couple of months, but we have been talking for close to 8 months. We are finally planning to meet in a city in the middle for the first time. And as a woman, I have mixed feelings about doing the deed the first time we meet. I normally am not a sex on the first date kind of girl, but I feel like our situation is a little bit different. What would you guys do? Give it up on the first meeting or hold off and wait until the second?
I feel like she should just do whatever she feels like doing in the moment. I mean, they know each other. They've
Yeah.
been getting to know each other.
Yeah.
So don't think about it too much.
I feel like with long distance too, you're not on a first date because you've been dating. You've been dating virtually. So technically it's not a first date. So I think if you feel like it, you should just do it.
And I feel like people shouldn't be so hard on themselves and feel shameful and feel guilty about having sex on the first date. If you're safe about it and you feel like doing it, we're all adults.
Yeah.
Why should there be any shame in that?
Yeah.
Right? And she's gotten to know him clearly.
Yeah. And if they've been talking for 8 months, they've probably sent some like
Naughty
spicy pictures back and forth anyway.
Or
So
FaceTime. Like, you
FaceTimed,
definitely probably
yes.
FaceTime.
I'm
Yeah,
sure they've had
absolutely.
sex already, albeit phone sex.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
possibly. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I totally agree. Especially, I think it just depends how you feel. Like long distance, I'm sure like you FaceTimed like this guy that I've been dating up here. Like we FaceTimed so much before we met, officially even. So I felt like even the first time that we met, like I already knew who he was and I would have felt comfortable doing that like right away with how like close we got over FaceTime. So I'm sure she's probably the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss this article that I read. Scientists recommend that you sleep in the nude. There are actual benefits to sleeping in the nude. Some of them will shock you. So first benefit, you sleep better. Turns out your body likes to cool down at night. So sleeping naked helps with that, meaning you fall asleep faster and hit that deep REM.
Yeah, whenever I sleep with clothes on, I always wake up in the middle of the night.
Really?
Because
Interesting.
sometimes I fall like I'll accidentally fall asleep with clothes on, you know.
Yeah.
And then I always wake up in the
So
middle
you
of the night.
sleep in the nude? Really?
Yeah. But if I wake up in the middle of the night, it's because I'm hot, and so then I have to take my clothes off, and then I immediately fall back to sleep and sleep the rest of the night.
So it's also good for your genital health. Air circulation is important, people. Moist, warm environments are a rave for bacteria and yeast. Sleeping naked shuts that party right down. Women benefit, men benefit. Your bits will thank you.
Hilarious.
Skin health. Your skin also needs a break from tight waistbands, twisted pajamas, and laundry detergent residue. Let her breathe, ladies, and men, let the dude breathe. Stress reduction. Better sleep equals lower cortisol. Lower cortisol equals fewer emotional breakdowns over unread texts. Coincidence? Science says no. Also, possible weight support. Sleeping cool activates brown fat, which burns calories to keep you warm. Is it a weight loss plan? Absolutely not. Is it hilarious that your body might burn calories while you sleep naked? Yes. Circulation improves because nothing is cutting off your blood flow. No elastic bands, no seams, just free-range limbs living their best life. And then for the relationship, it's good too. Skin-to-skin contact releases oxytocin. also known as the love hormone. So translation, more bonding, more intimacy, more maybe we do like each other energy. And finally, confidence. I guess sleeping naked gets you comfortable in your own skin, literally. So you stop fighting your body and you start accepting it.
I can see that. My only thing is I have to keep like my t-shirt and either shorts or pajama pants right on the floor at the foot of my bed, because I have this irrational fear of like having to get up in the middle of the night and like run outside because the house is on fire, or I have an emergency with the dog, or there's something, and then I'm like standing outside naked and my neighbors are like, what the fuck is this girl doing?
That's so valid.
Do you sleep in pajamas?
I am a pajama set person, yes. But I used to sleep naked, and I don't know, and then I started wearing pajama sets and I can't go back. I love them.
I used to sleep naked when I didn't have kids, and now I have kids, and I feel like if my stepson wakes up, you know, I need to be, you know.
Yeah. In my own house, it's different. But if I'm like at my sister's and with the kids or at my parents', like we'll wear a pajama set, but something cool, because I don't like to be hot when I sleep.
See, I don't mind that. I hate the elastic bands, like anything feeling tight against my skin. I hate it.
I think it's weird when people sleep in socks.
You think it's weird? I do too.
Like,
yeah, it's
very weird.
Yeah, I always wake up when I sleep in socks too.
Seems so uncomfortable.
I don't know, it's like psychopath behavior for sure.
Now it's time for the celebrity cut, where we marinate in the juices of the celebrities. So did you see the documentary, what is it called? The Reckoning with Puff Daddy, about Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yes.
50 Cent created?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy too how 50 Cent, he just hates Diddy, doesn't he? And
I love it.
When he did all his promo interviews, he made sure to do it on ABC because that's the only channel they show in the prison. He wanted Diddy to watch it.
Because Diddy dated his baby mama.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And so it was almost like a revenge thing, I think, for him.
It's so
like,
funny how petty he is.
Yes.
He's like so into it.
Yes,
and I'm like, I need that energy.
For sure. For sure.
But doesn't it seem obvious that Diddy is behind the murders of Tupac and Notorious B.I.G.? It seems so obvious. Like, how did he get away with that? There's so much evidence that
the cover-up,
right?
Yeah.
And then that's how he made it big on his first.
We know too.
And it's so ironic that he was allegedly behind the Notorious B.I.G. murder, and that's how he got big as an artist, was that song as a tribute to him. That's just crazy.
And then made him pay for his own funeral. That was I was like, damn, that's crazy. I like all the AI stuff with Maduro and Diddy. Have you seen some of the videos?
No.
They've like AI'd them together in a prison cell.
Is he wearing his Nike tech suit?
yes, and he's like dancing, and P. Diddy's just like standing in the back, like watching him, like.
Gosh.
But it's funny because Diddy's camp has fired back, claiming that the footage was stolen and it's unauthorized, because I always wondered, a lot of the footage is of Diddy, like they were planning on creating a documentary themselves, and somehow the other side got it. But does it matter if it's got information that, you know?
So what I read was that Diddy hired the videographer to film like the whole process, and what I read is allegedly he didn't pay the videographer, and so then when 50 Cent came in and said, I will pay you X amount of money for this footage, the videographer was like, well, it's free game because no one owns it.
That makes sense.
Because I haven't been paid.
Because Diddy didn't pay a lot of people apparently, right?
Yeah.
For someone that has so much money, he's so cheap.
So cheap.
I can't believe people would do business with him.
Yeah.
He had to save it for his baby oil parties.
Right.
But it's funny because 50 Cent came out saying he wants to do what's right and what's moral. But a lot of people are like, is this accountability or cancel culture? Is this document a necessary expose, or is it revenge dressed as journalism? Do you think it's revenge?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like, I think it's both.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you know what makes me kind of sad is that after watching this documentary, Diddy is not a good person. He screwed over so many people. He's terrible. Scum of the earth. I guarantee he's going to have a comeback. He gets out in 3 years? Something like that?
Yeah,
I guarantee because he had a lot of supporters outside the courthouse, you know, claiming he's innocent or like in support of him.
That would be insane.
Don't you think he's going to make a comeback? People are stupid, I feel.
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
And it's crazy to me how there are other people in jail for longer that have done like financial crimes or smaller crimes that haven't affected people, you know?
It's wild.
But then Diddy, after he's done all of this to so many women and so many people and screwed over so many people, he gets only 3-4 years?
But he wasn't tried for the things that he did.
Why wasn't he?
He
But why
wasn't
wasn't
tried
he?
for domestic violence.
But why
he
wasn't he?
tried? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. He like the things that he was on trial for were not necessarily the things that you saw in the videos,
And I
like
agree
the
with that.
hotel
And I agree
footage
with
with Cassie and that kind of stuff.
And I agree with the jury when they said, you know, yes, he beat her up and it was terrible, but that's not what we're judging him
that's
for.
not what he was on trial for. So,
anyway.
yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go on a first date?
Ooh, I like an activity. Okay. I don't like dinner or drinks. I try to stay away from that. But activities like Topgolf. I'm even down-ish for a hike if you don't pick me out. Yeah. We'll
see how hard of a hike it is.
I'm like, don't murder me in the desert. Yeah, I feel like just like an activity in general is the way to go.
Now it's time to get to know you with Zoyo, sponsored by Zoyo, your neighborhood yogurt. Rapid fire questions. What's your favorite part of the body on a man?
Ooh, if they have that like V dip thing. Yeah.
Where should a man not take you on a first date?
Their house.
Do you have a pickup line, a go-to pickup line?
Me? Oh.
If you see a hot man at a bar, do you approach him?
No.
You wait for him to come to you?
Yeah.
Do you consider porn cheating?
Maybe. Depends.
Before you're intimate, is it appropriate to ask your date how many people they've been with?
Appropriate or inappropriate?
Is it appropriate? Do you think it's okay to ask how many people? No. Is it acceptable to have sex on the first date?
Sure.
And should you disclose mental health issues early on in a relationship?
Depends.
Do you have a crazy talent that not many people know about? Or a unique fact about yourself? Something that not many people know?
I don't know. No?
Last but not least, what is your favorite sexual position and why?
Oh, doggy style.
Doggy style?
She says in her most quiet voice possible.
Let me just curl into myself. Sorry, Mom.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Thank you so much for joining us this week at the Meat Market, and thank you so much for Marissa. If you want to go on a date with Marissa, go to any of our social media platforms at Meat Market Podcast. Thank you so much to our sponsor, Tactical Tax Strategies. If you want to preserve your wealth and keep more in your wallet, you need to go to Tactical Tax Strategies. We'll see you next week at the Meat Market. Oh my God, I just totally got catfished. He looks absolutely nothing like his picture.
So I found out the guy that I've been dating is married with kids. His wife just reached out to me.